Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason and the channel is the Everyday Card Collector. As you can see, this isn't my standard background. At the time that I'm filming this, I am actually in Las Vegas. So I figured we'd talk cards a little bit, but not sports cards. We're going to talk playing cards or poker. So I had the opportunity to play in the Mega Millions or the Mayhem Millions event at the World Series of Poker. And it's a $1,000 event, and I won my way in through a poker league that I'm in. So for those of you who don't know, as much as I love collecting baseball cards, and big chunk of my life and entertainment and hobby is that, I love playing poker just as much. So and just really enjoy it. I'm in a poker league, play often and play when I can. Not as much as I used to when I was younger, but I still love the game and still love playing. So I had the chance to play in this, winning my poker league, and unfortunately didn't get to the cash. Didn't get the opportunity to cash, but I went pretty deep. I played for about 7 hours, and the first day, it's a 3-day tournament. The first day's like a 14-hour grind, and then the next day is probably about a 10 or 12, and then the final table. This is a big event. $1,000 is a lot of money, but in the poker world, that's like an entry-level World Series event with an opportunity to win a bracelet, so it gets a lot of players. Actually, this tournament has 5 days of day one. So they do 5 different flights of day one, and then day two is a combination of all of those who made it past day one within those 5 flights. So it's pretty big. I think my flight had 5,400 people in it. When I got knocked out, I think there were maybe 2,000 left. So you're getting to a big field. And quite honestly, guys, I love talking poker. I won't talk it too much on this channel because this is my other hobby, baseball cards. I played really well except for one hand, and that's all it takes. I played poorly in this one hand, and it was my fault, and it took a big chunk of my stack. But regardless, had an absolute blast doing it. I've played in other events in the World Series over the years, once or twice, and then other smaller tournaments with different, not WPT, but there used to be a tour called the Heartland Poker Tour. I played on that as well, and actually cashed in that one. But enough about cards. It was fun. So as I'm recording this, I'm in Vegas now. Well, in Vegas, hanging out with a bunch of guys from my poker league, having a blast. We were walking around a mall yesterday, went to lunch at a sports bar, watched some sports, and in this mall, there's a memorabilia shop. So I still had to pick something up for the hobby because I was just flipping through and found something pretty cool at a pretty affordable price. So I figured I'd get this video done, and I'll show what I picked up. And we talked a little poker, now we'll talk a little hobby. So we'll get the camera turned around and I'll show you what I got. So let's get into it. All right, guys, I apologize for the makeshift setup here, but I'm working with what I've got in the hotel room, and I'm sitting at the countertop of the hotel I'm staying at right now. So, yeah, had a blast hanging out with my friends, playing in the World Series. As I mentioned, I've done it before in the past. A little disappointed with how I played a hand. For those who do play poker, it's a grind. It's a long tournament. And sometimes your brain just glitches, and that happens to me quite a bit when I'm playing poker. You'll play one hand real poorly, and it's just you malfunction for a second there, and I did, and it cost me a good chunk of my chips. So, but again, still had fun. So yesterday I was hanging out with my buddies, walking around. We actually walked around the mall in Planet Hollywood. I come out to Vegas a couple times a year, so I'm pretty familiar with the malls and the areas and the hotels, and there's a memorabilia shop in the Planet Hollywood Mall, and I have another buddy of mine who collects. He's an autograph guy. As you guys know, if you follow me, I'm not a big autograph guy, but I have a few, and found a great deal on one at this particular shop, so I figured I'd pick it up, and I did, and make this video. So what I picked up, and I'll try and get it in full screen here, guys, is a Monty Irvin autograph. So I'm trying to get as much as I can in. A little bit of glare there, but yeah, so this is what I grabbed. I thought this was pretty cool. It appears to be an induction day photo of him with some of his stats on there. This was 50% off from the sticker price. He had $60 on it, so I got it for $30. I was looking at Monty Irving's autograph yesterday, and it appears to be real. But you know, I'm not an expert, but regardless, at 50% off of the sticker price, it ended up being $30. So I'm willing to take that gamble, much like the Johnny Mize autograph I bought a couple months ago and showed on the channel. I think I spent 10 or 12 bucks on that. So to me, it's worth it. Most likely I'll never grade this. I'll frame it, you know, or I'll, you know, keep it in this top loader as one of my oversized items. So again, I'm still on that oversized kick, but I love it. I think it's fantastic looking. So it gives you a little brief description of his stats, and then the induction day of August 6th, 1973. I did see down on the bottom here, there's a copyright 1989 TV Sports Mailbag, Pleasant Hill, New York. And this is number 12 out of a limited edition of 1,000. So for whatever that means, you know, this store just has a ton of autographs. And I was flipping through the half off bin, basically, and had a couple good players, but this is the one I gravitated to the most. So like I said, I'll probably never grade it. I'll never get it authenticated. It's just, you know, a fun piece to add. I do have this certification of authenticity. You know, I don't know what that's worth. I don't know much about Greg Tucker autographs. There was a hologram on the piece as well, as you saw in the lower. I'll try and get that back in. On the lower left, that's like the authenticity hologram. But you know, you can get these with a lot of autographs. They don't mean a whole heck of a lot. But again, for the price that I paid, I'm fine with it being ungraded, unauthenticated, and just enjoying the piece. So, you know, give you another look at it. But that's what we're looking at. So even when I'm enjoying my other hobby of playing poker, I still find time to dabble in collecting. So had a blast again coming out here. Got to pick up this piece, you know, again, 30 bucks. How do you go wrong? So worked out to be a real good trip. So that's all I got for you guys. You know, as I'm recording this, obviously I'm in Vegas, but I'll be back home, and then in the next day or two, and then back to the grind. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of content here from Vegas. So if you did, please feel free to like and subscribe, and until the next video, we'll talk then. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.